24 hours clock. Hello everybody, a very warm welcome to my channel Sunny Side with Sindhu. So today's video is about Greenwich, or we say it as Greenwich Mean Time. So it's called Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. So this is where time begins and time ends. So let's have a look at the Greenwich, and there are some observatories and 24 hours clock. So let's see some of the glimpses here. This is the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. It's on a hillock, and this garden or this walkway is called King William's Walkway, and let's walk to see the observatory. So these are the things that you can see here. One is Cutty Sark. It's a ship, and there's a museum, and there's a greenhouse. So this is a spectacular view of the city from Greenwich. So what they say, this is a 24 hours clock, and now the time is 1:15. So the down it's the 12, and the top 0 is midnight 12. So now it is 1:15. This observatory is around 154 feet from the sea level, and from here you'll get a spectacular view of the City of London. The red ball that you see there, it's called the time ball, and at 12:55 the ball is halfway, and at 1 o'clock it reaches up and then it falls down. So this is used as an indicator for the navigators or the sailors on River Thames to adjust their navigation devices accordingly. So this way you can go to the Royal Observatory and the Meridian Line. So it looks like that well was used to place this telescope, and this astronomer, his name is John Flamsteed. He was able to see the stars from sitting below the well. It's interesting. So it looks like that's a sundial. It's one of the oldest one, and they say Earth rotates, the sun appears to be moving around the sky. So the shadow that will fall on the scale, it indicates the time of the year. It's called Altazimuth Pavilion, and it's an observatory. Let's go and so this is a planetarium. So it's talking of all climatic changes which happened in the recent times. So here it's talking about the heat waves of 2022. I still remember that day. Too hot, and it was difficult to sit in the house. This is a picture of the Earth taken from a satellite. It's one of the oldest objects that you will ever touch. It is about 4.5 billion years old.
Is the iron.
So that was a planetarium, and so the planetarium mainly has pictures of the Earth and then all climatic changes which is happening recently. So there are very beautiful pictures, and also there's a meteorite. So they say that meteorite was found in Namibia, and it is one of the oldest. It is 4.5 billion years old, and it is said to contain iron and nickel. Each country had their own time zones. So a standard time was the need of the hour in 1800s. So a conference was held, and dignitaries from I think around 26 countries and 41 delegatories attended in a conference in Washington, and then London was chosen as the prime meridian. This is called as the prime meridian, which passes through Greenwich, and it's called the 0-degree longitude because it divides the world into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. GMT is Greenwich Mean Time. It's the local time at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, and it is basically counted from midnight. We all studied about GMT, right, which is Greenwich Mean Time. So we all call it as Greenwich, but it is the British, they pronounce it as Greenwich. So GMT is Greenwich Mean Time, and what you see there is the Royal Observatory, which has the prime meridian, and this is where the time begins. So I was reading history, so I think it is over 300 years since London is considered as GMT, which is 0 degree of the time. So that's where the time starts. So all countries towards the east, it is, it keeps becoming positive, and all countries towards the west, the time zone is negative. For example, say India, it is GMT plus 5.5 hours. Now it is winter in the UK. India is 5.5 hours ahead of London time. And say you consider Canada, which is towards the west of UK, so it is minus 8 hours, so it is computed as UTC minus 8 hours, which is 8 hours behind UK time. So that is how London is considered as GMT, and which is the 0 degree of the world time, or it's also called UTC, which is Universal Time Coordinated. So the question arises why London is considered as GMT or GMT or UTC, which is the Universal Time Coordinated or 0 degree longitude. So that is because maybe London or England was considered as power, so everybody voted for London to be GMT or center of the time zone. It's a steep hill you have to walk down. So before the GMT came into existence, each and every country had their own clock set. So as the trade started flourishing and travel by train was becoming prominent, so when the train would have started and when the train would arrive was making big importance during those days. So there was a need for a common time zone so that each country would know what time was it in their country. So here you can see breathtaking view of the city. So the river you see there is the river Thames, or it's called as Thames in the British. So this walk is called Williams Walk. You have the National Maritime Museum. It's called Nelson's Ship in a Bottle. You see there is a ship in a bottle, and so they say it's Nelson's ship. So Nelson looks like he was a viceroy. Battle of Trafalgar. They have created that lovely art of a ship in a bottle. Look at how intricate the sails are. National Maritime Museum. Let's go see. This is called Aurora. Let's try this. Glass work. Children's play. It's a lovely long corridor, and this is the Queen's Palace. Entrance to the Queen's house. So in the Queen House, this is one of the appealing structures, and it's called the Tulip Stairs. It is a centrally unsupported copy of a Venetian model of stairs. So if you can look at it, the stone treads, they perfectly lock into each other and into the wall, which creates that famous upward view. So the rails of the stairs is wrought iron, and it is painted in smalt blue, which creates that lovely structure. And the flowers, they say it was tulip, but looks like it's lilies. But the view is amazing from here. The Tulip Stairs. The flower here, this is a lily and national flower of France, and not a tulip, and they've written the blue color. So that was the Queen's house. It's got personal collections of paintings, personal collectibles of the Queen, and then mainly paintings, and then collections of ships. And then one interesting thing there which I liked was the tulip stairs. Queen's house. So this is called as the Old Navy College, and it's a university in Greenwich. It's got painting, so the thing is called a painted wall. So let's go and see, and also it's got some old brewery. So let's go and see that. So what you see there is the sail of the ship. It's called the Cutty Sark. So if you recollect, so this is also a shooting spot of many movies like Bridgerton Diaries, Crown, and many movies. Let's go and see. Murals are created on the ceiling. Paints used to make the murals on the wall. That was the painted wall. It's got paintings of all murals throughout the wall and on ceilings. Famous Cutty Sark, a ship, a British ship which was used to transport goods. So since 1870 to 1920, it was in service, and after that it was brought and placed in this location. So it's a museum. Cutty Sark, it withstood all problems when it was in service. So it managed to sail through storms or even hurricanes. So since 1870 to 1922 it was in service. So after that they brought this and then they kept in Greenwich. So it's a museum and that of importance here. Since the ship was decommissioned, you can see Cutty Sark in this location of Greenwich. It's used as a cafe and also a symbol of sightseeing. This is the River Thames, and also there's boat service from here. So you can take the Uber boat also to Tower Bridge. It's a shark, the triangle shaped building, the cone shaped building. Market. Let's go and see that. One chicken shawarma. So this is the Brazilian churros. It's something different. It's got chocolate filling in the inside, and it is very soft inside, and then it is crispy on the outside. It tastes very nice. Platform to bank or strike. So you have to take this DLR train from Cutty Sark. This train is called the DLR train, or it's also a Dockland light train. So it mainly connects London and Canary Wharf. So it's a train which goes not through underground but through the ground. So this is the Canary Wharf area. So London is the financial capital of the world, and you can see all major banks like Lloyds, Citibank, HSBC, Barclays, JP Morgan, etc. So hopefully that was the end of today's video. Hope you all like this video. If you are watching my video for the first time and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Again, see you all with another video like this. Until then, you all take care. Bye bye.